the show before? Woo! Give me a cheer if you've never been. Woo! Over here. Who's that? Who dares? Two people pointing at each other. Can I ask your name? Natalie. Everybody say hi, Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Being presumptuous, Natalie, are you here because you know Helen?
I do.
Yay! It's a word of mouth theatrical performance medium. Welcome. What are you going to see on stage? Generally, in improv, teams get awards and just make up scenes. We don't have anything pre-planned. No funny stuff yet. It will happen on stage, but we don't know anything yet. When I was kind of theatrically walking around there, I wasn't like, what if I walk funny? When I lay out the room every time, I put the red seats at the front row because like they're the fanciest seats. And I'm starting to realise that like it is off-putting to you guys when you come in. Everybody's like, that must be like the expensive seats. And I mean, I don't help that by putting two on stage. I guess if somebody sat there, that's like, you have to pay £15 to watch the show from there. Yeah, this is an improv show. We're halfway through the year. Give me a cheer if you've been on holiday this year. Woo! Some of them had really good holidays, some of them. I just got back from Iceland. Somebody shout out somewhere where they went. Australia. Who went to Australia? Joe. Yeah. Hi Joe. Everybody say hi Joe.
Hi Joe!
Sorry, Joseph, you prefer Joseph, right? Everybody apologise and say hi Joseph. What brought you to Australia?
My partner's dad lives there.
So it's going well? Or it's going like really bad? Ups and downs. Jesus fucking Christ. Got you meet the dad and apologise for how it's going. Thanks for coming, Joseph. So everybody's thinking about holiday stuff, and that's good because the team coming up here at Amen, we're going to do stuff inspired by places you've been. You ready for that? Yeah! Welcome to the stage then! Welcome on stage, Cam! This is Couch Surf. We talk to people about places they've been that weren't fun to be. So in a second I'm going to ask you to shout out a place you've been that wasn't really fun. Please don't say where you were brought up. Everybody says it. And I mean, I guess that's fine, but like, surprises. Now that I put you in your head about how correct it is.
Don't say the wrong answer.
Now, be prepared. There's special rules in my head about what's a good suggestion or bad suggestion. On the count of three, shout out a place. 1, 2, 3. Did everybody hear it?
What was that one there?
Lanzarote.
What brought you to Lanzarote? Just a big holiday?
I moved there for work.
I've never met anybody who moved to Lanzarote for work.
You shouldn't.
What do you do?
I was at the time a theatre technician.
And what was so bad about Lanzarote, the theatre district of Lanzarote?
So I worked at a holiday resort that was the guests were like entirely the worst kind of British people.
So to be clear, you mean drunk English people?
Well, no, some drunk Scottish and Irish people as well.
No, we're so nice.
And we're such pricks.
Yeah, they're all drunk in there. What kind of theatre were you guys doing?
We were doing musical variety shows.
Okay, that's cool. That'd be interesting. Were the people who were drunk from Britain interested in it?
No, I think they were more interested in talking very loudly to each other.
They're more of a Shakespeare crowd.
So is this like every night? Is it like every night?
Every single night of the week.
Same variety?
So we were on like a 2-week schedule. So this week, every 2 weeks, it would be the same show again.
That'd be some catch. Yeah, it's variety. The same variety.
We have variety, but very strict methodical structures. Now, is there anywhere in Lanzarote that you went and you thought that was either a great place or a place that sucked?
There was a shopping centre called Papagayo.
Papagayo? Could you just spell the last one, please?
It was P-A, G-A...
New word? Cheap or no?
G-A-Y,
Sand
See the beach.
And what was so bad about it? We're about to find out. What's your
It was a lot of creepy Spanish men there in the nightclubs.
It's interesting. By implication of what you said, the rich people weren't creepy.
No, they were just drunk.
They were just drunk. But the creeps are here, so let's go into the reviews of here and see how creepy they are. It's a very high score.
It has.
There's 164 people today.
And we're going to read every one.
We're each going to take one.
What was like the best nationality there? What caused like zero
Germans
problems?
were so polite.
The Germans, did you say?
Yeah, they were so nice.
They've got good reasons to try and be nice.
Absolutely not cooperating.
We're not going to have any back seats. I understand the instincts. You can't respond to what I say. We did it as a team.
I take it. A waste of a vacation. My personal opinion, we didn't like it. Unfortunately, it was the saddest experience of my life. Our flight was delayed for an hour, but the transfer we had paid for in advance did not arrive. We had to pay €62 for a taxi to our hotel. At the reception, we explained our situation with the transfer, the view from the room, and that we have to leave a day early and asked if we could get at least some of the money back. The girl said that she could not help us. We would have to discuss all the nuances with the travel agent. When we booked the room, it was not specified that the view would be of the fence. Like in the prison. And the desert. The room is a bit dirty and the garbage has not been cleaned. The staff is either very tired or just not friendly with you. On the plus side, the food at the hotel was delicious. Pools and a beautiful view of the ocean. It takes a bit of time to walk to the ocean. Asked about excursions. We were told that excursions were on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Had to go to town and were able to visit another island. The beaches are much better than on Lanzarote. Restaurants and service are better also than on Fuerteventura than on Lanzarote. All in all, there's not much to recommend. Our vacation was a bit spoiled.
Go there if you don't mind mosquitoes.
I quite like the layout of that one, it's like a poem.
Yeah, it was really nice.
This might be a police report.
Avoid! Guests electrocuted and hotel dirty and rundown. That's a headline. My husband was painfully electrocuted by a table lamp with exposed bare live wires in the room when we stayed in December 24.
Christmas Eve.
We stayed at this hotel over 20 times and know it well. We have always had a good holiday. However, our stay at Christmas will be our last. How bad was this electrocution? The hotel management and Sandoz Group accused us of lying about the electrocution, despite reporting it immediately and submitting the photographic and medical evidence. My husband still has a scar on his hand from the burn. What could have happened if a young child or infirm elderly person? Despite contacting the hotel multiple times, we have received no apology, no recompense, and no acknowledgement that the room was essentially dangerous. This includes Jet2, who have also been woeful with their customer service. The hotel is obviously at fault, but would prefer to lie and call us liars. Shameful on all fronts. I was going to write about the dirty hotel, mould and food and cockroaches, but the photo gallery below speaks for itself. Do enjoy the photo of the mould and the sausage. Avoid.
I wish we could see that photo.
Probably asked for it to be deleted.
Yes. Let's just go on to the next one. Disappointing. This is no way a 4-star. I would struggle to give it 2. This is not the hard work of the staff in the Royal Level restaurant and the pool bar, but the hotel itself. It's tired, dirty, and run down in areas. Pros. Royal Level restaurant was great. Staff were attentive and always lots of choice for food. Cannot fault this. Buffet restaurant for lunch was chaotic and sometimes no tables. This is pros. Self-service drinks and food. Royal Lendl self-service bar, great for branded spirits and soft drinks. Spa looked lovely, but didn't visit for any treatments. John at the pool bay worked hard and was always helpful. Wasted. Pool boy John's wasted. Cons. Room dated and bathroom tired and grubby. Aircon in one room didn't work. They came out twice to fix, but to no avail. In the end, I had a fan. Not what I expect in any hotel, especially one I overpaid for. No bathrobes, slippers, or toiletries, as should have been. Pool was dirty. The second day, cigarette butts, dirty straws, and wrappers all by sunbeds. At this point, we requested to move hotels, which Jet2 did. I would not recommend this hotel, and I believe it is a 3-star at a push.
Very kind.
So disappointed. I love these AI tips. Oh.
Cool. We're going to do a bunch of scenes inspired by that. This is Couchsurf.
John, I asked you here for just a little reason. I've so enjoyed being served by you all week, I just wonder whether it would be prudent for you to just quit your job. You're wasted here and come home with me.
Well, thanks, Mrs. McCartney. Thanks for buying me the drink as well.
You can have up to 4.
I mean, that's very kind of you to say, but you know, I like my job here quite a lot. It would take a lot for me to come back to sunny old Britain with you.
Well, you're fucking crazy. This place is shit. The whole bloody the bricks are shit. They're not worth your kisses. John! John!
You can't talk about my work like that. Do you know, I was living on the street when this place found me. I don't understand what this means to me now.
John, look, I can see they're giving you plenty of money for your Ralph Lauren shirts, and you've got a lovely car. They're clearly treating you well and paying you handsomely. But let me tell you something, no amount of money would be good enough! Because you're lovely.
Thanks again.
Would you like some toast? We could order toast as an entree. I bet they'll do it.
Sure. I mean, I'm supposed to be on shift, but you're the customer, so you're always right, I suppose.
John, come in, John. The pool is mobbed. We need help down here. Help!
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'll be there in a second. I'm gonna have to.
If you go, I'll burn it all down.
Sorry, I'm kind of caught up here. Can someone else handle it?
John, we need you down here, buddy. We're dying down here.
Oh. How did you hide an entire box of matches in your bikini?
I'm all sorts, Johnny. All sorts.
Good morning, John. Deirdre. Are you making a move on my pool boy?
I have been so clear that he's not your pool boy, and in fact, I've just offered him a large amount of money to come home to me to Luton.
We didn't actually specify how much this money was going to be.
She's a hag. Don't listen to her. She has thruppence. I have a military pension from my dead husband who died in the Falklands.
Yes, but she's a crone, and yes, and
Velvet gloves.
Whoa! If you're gonna fight, you're gonna fight in the pool.
I have it on good authority that the pool is mobbed.
That pool is mobbed, but there is another pool.
Oh, John.
He's so good at his
So
job.
good, I've lost sight of what we really should be doing, which is just saying we love you.
We love you, John. We can put our differences aside. Perhaps we can pull our reasons.
Johnny.
I'm open to a sort of polyamorous thruple situation.
It's not even a question. If you're up, I'm up. 20k, 200k, 2 million!
2 million?
That's far too
No,
much.
200k.
What happened to no amount of money is enough?
We don't want to lie to you, John. I could never lie to you. Your eyes, I see the truth of the world, and to put a lie into it will make the world more disgusting.
Okay. So, say I do come back to England.
Yes.
What's my life going to be like? The sun is always shining here, and I don't really have to do that much because everyone does my job for me.
When I was a girl, I used to wander down the streets of Hampshire, and I'd go through the public byways and thoroughfares, and I'd pick blackberries. I'd pick them with my blessed hands. Purple juice would stain my fingers, of course, but soon it would fade. Mummy would call, come home, and home I'd go.
Does that answer your question?
I just went down the reception. I know you got electrocuted by the table lamp.
Yeah.
They don't believe me. I need evidence.
What about this huge scar?
That could be said that could have been from anything. So I just need you a picture, like with you interacting with it one more time.
I could die very easily if I touched that
Well,
thing.
you didn't the first time. So what's the chances of electricity killing once?
Kinda high if you just grab it.
But it didn't that time.
You do it.
I mean, I need to take the photo. I've got the best camera.
You can give me your camera.
I don't know, you're all shook up from the electricity. I just think it'd be easier. You've already got some of it in you already.
Look, you are so non-confrontational. I'm just asking you to defend me.
Who went down to confront the hotel staff? You know I don't like doing that.
You came up immediately and said, electrocute yourself again.
Yeah, I confronted them, now I'm confronting you. Electrocute yourself. Right,
No.
just real quick. I'll do a video. Capture all the frames.
Okay, don't fuck this up.
Okay, yeah, great.
Can't I just pretend? If they think we're lying, can't I just pretend?
No, let's try and do a real one. Yeah.
Too blurry.
Too blurry?
Too blurry.
Oh no. I was at the beach earlier, had sunscreen on it. You can tell it's him, right?
It could be anything, mate.
I mean, you can still see
Honestly,
his scar.
look, I'm about to go on lunch. Like, are you gonna? You're feeling
Look,
you're taking
the
piss?
wallpaper matches. Even through the blur, it's the garish wallpaper. This is room 307.
It's the same wallpaper in every room. This hotel. It could be anything.
But
I don't know what it is.
So I need to prove that it's my specific room I've got electrocuted in, not just any of the rooms.
All right, it's your first day. Here's the plan. Okay, we're remodeling every room, same wallpaper. Okay, every lamp electrocutes. Does that make sense to you?
No, it makes perfect sense because how can you prove where you are electrocuted?
Absolutely.
Everywhere is electrocuted.
God, your CV said you were good, but you only really know when you meet the person and start working. So, I'm also thinking that in the pool, we'd have the same deck chairs and the same background for every deck chair.
Yeah.
So that when people inevitably get
Yes.
slapped inside them, you know what I mean?
I call it crocodile.
Crocodile. Yeah. That's great.
Right, just one more time. Just, you need to angle it so I've got the room number. Just open the door. Okay, the room number will be in the picture. Okay, you can't dispute that. It's not the same room number in all the doors.
You do it. I've done it multiple times.
You've got a proven track record of.
Shut up!
Someone's had too much electricity.
Yes! Any amount of electric more than a minimum amount is more than anybody expects.
I think you need jolted back to your senses. You've lost your mind.
We're a couple, we're meant to be on the same sides.
I think we should be on the same team against the hotel.
Yes.
You don't want to step up?
No.
I'm doing half of the work. I'm doing scenery and I'm doing photography.
Well, I'm sorry, I was recovering from a near-death electrocution.
Well, look at you. You're standing and talking. Let's go. I can get a shot. Just one last one. They cannot dispute this. They ask you to hold your passport.
If these
up
are
as
my
well.
last words.
If you can hold your passport up as well.
Passport?
Yeah. Proof of identity. Right. And just grab the newspaper. The
My
newspaper's
passport's
behind
really
you.
old, I barely look like that anymore.
I'll fix that in post.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're only going to allow guests to stay if they have a twin that was born on the same day with the same name. That way, anyone saying it's a complaint, we say, that's the twin. Bring the twin in. And then when the twin comes, we say the same thing. Just forever.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yep.
What if we run out of twins?
They're 10 a penny. What do you mean? There's a twin round every corner.
Yeah, you're right. Cool, I see no problems with this plan.
I think we're going to be booked up more.
Yeah.
It'll be like...
Do you know what? You're the best, Mr. Jet 2.
Adopting a child is quite a big thing. Is there any specific reason you're interested in twins? Just you always envisioned having more than one kid?
Yeah, let's just call it an insurance policy. That sounded sinister.
Yeah. We're not looking for that kind of perspective on
No.
life.
Okay. It's that I meant like if something happens to one of them, then I have the other one that I can use to cover. Oh, okay. No reason.
These are two. Look, these are two human beings. Okay, you have to look at who would be the father to both of them. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, the worst could happen, but we can't plan for that. Okay.
No, of course not. You're right.
So, do you have any specific, preferences based on children?
They have to be born on the same day.
I mean, that's the definition of a twin.
I did think that. My boss. No, never mind. They have to have the same name.
This isn't a question. If one's born at 11:59 p.m. and one's born at 12:01 a.m., that's 2 different days.
But it's the same moment in time. It's this.
But on a birth certificate, we're looking at 4th of July, 5th of July. Freedom Day, just a normal day.
Okay, sure. It sounds like that's not likely to happen.
Well, nothing's likely to happen.
Nothing's likely to happen.
That's my belief.
So anyway, that's the story. They have to be born on the same day, the same name.
I've got real bad news. All of the twins were born 1 second ago.
Oh, this ruins everything.
Okay, well that doesn't ruin their life. They're looking for parents and...
Now I have to buy 2 gifts.
What's your fucking deal?
Why
Why are you doing this?
I've been sent here by Jet 2 to get twins.
Do you have any agency in this?
No.
Okay.
I signed the contract. I'm here.
You could
I'm
leave.
doing
You
what
could
I
just
want.
leave. We're always
Benefits are real good.
Benefits are really
Yeah.
good. Probably get the holiday a lot.
Yeah, you get. They don't play that tune when you're on the planes if you're one of the people that works for Jet2. But if you don't work for Jet2, they play it every 10 minutes.
That's a hell of a benefit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're not going to be giving you any children to look after because I don't know, again, really creepy, weird things.
Can I make a phone call?
I mean, you can make. You don't need to ask.
I'm going to come back. I don't want you to move on to the next customer.
I don't consider them customers.
Sorry, that's also the wrong
I'm
thing
running
to
off the
say.
page.
Sorry.
I'm here to buy some babies.
Sure. It's your first time in Lanzarote.
Yeah, it is actually.
Tell. Do you know what? This is the right time in the morning to come down to the buffet. See you about 10 minutes. Chaos.
Really?
Yeah. You read any Andy McNabb?
No, I've not seen.
I bet you didn't even bring a survival kit.
No, this is just like an all-inclusive hotel.
Yeah, feels like that. I'm telling you, in 5 minutes now. Fortune.
How long
Chaos.
have you been at the hotel?
20 years. I love this place. It's the closest to death you'll get without actually dying.
You've been here 20 years as a guest at the hotel, or you're working here?
Oh, aye.
Which of those, you're a guest here?
Oh, yeah, at first. I kind of like to think of myself as part of the team as well, though.
Okay, right, yeah, you started as a guest, you like this
If anyone falls, I pick them up.
Why would someone fall?
Have you not been listening?
I have, I mean, it seems really quiet. I thought 8:45 might be quite busy, people get up early on holiday.
Yeah, they do get up quite early.
Okay, it's just us though.
Some of them haven't slept. Some of them haven't slept the entire time they've been here.
Have you slept?
I've slept once.
Mr. Chesterfield, good morning. You must be new.
Yeah,
Paul,
yeah.
The day shift manager. I'm working on a death poem just in case things go real bad at breakfast.
A death poem?
Yeah.
He's quite
What?
good at them, actually.
Yeah.
What's it? Sorry, I'm unfamiliar. What's a death poem?
In Japan, when you're facing immediate death, you kind of want to eulogize your life. And I do that every morning. You've clearly never been to an all-inclusive Lanzarote holiday, sir. You may want to make one if you want. Here's a pen and pads.
Are
And,
you a guest at the hotel?
I work here.
You do
I
work
just said
here.
I was the day shift.
Okay, he said a lot of things, so I'm
Got a
just
badge on, that's how you know.
Okay, you've also got quite a few badges on.
These are from the
Well,
fallen.
Mr. Chesterfield is the greatest survivor in this
That's
hotel.
a Red Cross.
Yeah.
That's from someone else.
That the Queen Elizabeth herself gave him that.
What the fuck is going on?
2 minutes. I'm just going to go hunker down.
Yeah, that's a good one. Wow.
Okay.
Right.
Willmonger, who wants to ride a will? Willmonger.
Hey, Ted.
Hey.
We got a new boy here. He
Oh,
does
what a
all this,
will?
right? Yeah.
No, I want to go and do swimming pool acrobatics.
Thank you for signing up. It's one of the most popular activities for
Yeah.
people who survive the rush.
Are there any other guests at the hotel? I arrived late at night.
Let
I've
me
not
be-
seen anyone else.
Let me be extremely clear about the all-inclusive deal at Lanzarote. We are massively over capacity. 10,000 people are about to stampede into this
There's
place.
not that many rooms. This is.
I know,
This
there
is
are-
like a 40 room.
There are 40 rooms. 10,000 people. And that amount of human mass.
Crammed
compressed.
into an ensuite, one bed.
Okay. I think I'm just going to call Jet2 and change hotels. I'm sure this is a perfectly lovely hotel. Seems as if you've got more than enough business, actually. So.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
You're chatting like you're not Simba in that valley.
You really are talking like
Simba in that
Simba. When you actually are Simba.
You're implying a. What's that noise?
Willmonger! Time to change your will!
First one.
What's that noise? Should we
It's-
go for high
it's
ground?
10,000 people. The high ground won't protect you from what's coming.
Nothing will protect you. Write a will and hope and pray.
Yeah. It's a game of probabilities, really.
What, you are just standing here as well? You will get swept away.
Yeah, we'll be replaced tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming to Lanzarote, Daniel Day-Lewis. Now, I have a very humble theatre, and they are not used to the bards, but I'm really hoping that we can really get through to them with your performances.
I'm, maybe. There's so much to talk about. I'm retired in many ways. What are you suggesting?
Well, we talked to your representatives. We hoped they passed it on. We are willing to, give you an extremely substantial pay package for you to.
It's not money. Never money.
No. We're not limited to the pay.
Okay. Tell me more. Perks. Now.
So we have a gold mine, and we are not just offering you the contents of the mine, but the ability to run it in any way which you feel fit. A blood vessel has exploded in your eye, Mr. Daniel-Lewis.
That sounds about right, based on what I'm feeling. Can I go down topless on my own? Just down the mine.
To the gold mine? Yeah.
That's just ongoing forever.
You don't need to have anybody else working there. And it will be yours.
Yes.
That's it, you're in. I want to be clear. This is Lanzarote. Everybody's going to be fucking drunk and just expecting, the football on. But we're trying to reach these people.
And so can I perform whatever I like?
We particularly enjoy the works of the bards, but if you want to do something more experimental.
What about a variety?
What kind of variety?
Just one that's the same every day. I could do that. And then in the daytimes I'm in the mine without a top, and in the nighttime I do the variety. Same.
I mean, this is a creative conversation we're willing to have. It just seems those two things are a little bit in opposition to each other, variety and not variety. Maybe if you just clarified a little bit more what that would look like to me.
Sure. So that the show would run, let's say, 8:15 to 9:15. And
why are you so specific about the time?
If you don't care at the beginning, how are you going to care at the end? God damn you!
I'm sorry, I do care. I was just curious as to why it had to be 8:15. We usually do shows at 7.
I'm out if you say fucking 7. It's 8:15 to 9:15. Goldmine times.
Such a fucking deep.
Daniel, you gotta get out of this mine. You got a show to do right now. No, Daniel, you just put that top back on. Come on, you got. Don't stamp on your own shirt. That's madness.
I don't want to do a show at 7, Jimmy. I don't want to.
Whatever.
I don't want to.
Daniel.
No.
Whatever time it is, that's your talent here on Earth. Me and the boys down here, yeah, we don't have much talent, but we do mining. But you gotta go down there. Those people want a variety show. Me and the boys can't do that, but you can.
Mr. Lewis, I think I got gold love.
No. That's going to be a mighty valuable organ donation, son. But
You two don't understand. You have such easy lives. They want me to do a show at 7. And I don't want to. to. I'm retired.
No, Daniel, don't retire down our gold mine. We need to be out there where the people are.
Mr. Lewis, please.
He doesn't have much time left. Why don't we all go down? It's unusual for us to leave the mine, but maybe we could sit up the back and watch you perform.
Look, I'm happy for you to come. I'd like it, but you must have 2 hours and a quarter left. That'll get us to 9:15.
Daniel Day-Lewis just timed your death.
He times it so specifically.
So specific.
I thought I had, I don't know, months.
What do we know? He's from Hollywood. He can detect death times. We don't know anything.
Well, I can't go to your play. I got to
You'll die in 2083. It's very good.
Wow. I'm going to be 123 years old. Really, Daniel?
In 2060, there's going to be huge advances in modern medicine, so you're going to be absolutely set. You, couple of hours and 15 minutes. Me,
Daniel?
I'll never tell.
I gotta say, again, all these proclamations, they're wasted down here in the mine with me and the boys. You gotta go tell those to the people.
I want to tell them to you, to the bats, to the gold.
Bats in here? That's what those are. We're simple minded.
What did you think they were?
None of us knew what they were.
No, I knew they were a bat.
You did?
Yeah.
You guys all knew they were bats down here? You didn't tell me what those were?
What did you think they were?
I thought they were mini gods. I've been praying to them.
Daniel Day-Lewis, please stop digging man and telling us about the future.
Please let me go back to my back Bible. You're telling us so many crazy things. I'm scared.
Stop talking about the future. He thinks bats were mini gods.
Let me tell you about macro gods.
This is
If you see something
back
that's...
from us.
I think you got gold loan.
A gold loan.
I can see your lifespan ticking towards me as you get more and more confused. It's not fixed in time, it does shift.
Tell me, Daniel, what show are you doing down there tonight?
A little variety show. At 9:15 I enter. I stand for 3 minutes for applause. At 9:18 I will begin to talk to them about Oliver Cromwell.
Cut to 9:15.
You're going to die in 2 years. You're going to die in 15 minutes. That'll be by my hand.
And the award goes to Daniel Day-Lewis for predicting the crab's death.
You should really call your wife.
That's our first
You already know what we're going to do this way. We're going to do the same thing with a different location. So, even if you shouted out a word the first time, just shout it out again. Or if you thought of some place you didn't like during that show, shout it out on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Really
Philadelphia. What was so bad about Philadelphia?
I went to New York and I was in Philadelphia, and when we were at the hostel, we went to stay in Philadelphia for a weekend. And the Friday night, we thought, great night to be out in America. Let's see what the nightlife is about. The hostel did free beers for the night, like fantastic. We'll meet new people, and the only people we met were Scottish and Irish. Everyone else who was American had already gone to bed or didn't want to come out, as they told us when they came in at 11:30 saying, "Can you turn off the light? It's too late."
So your problem with the city was not enough locals.
The problem was there wasn't a lot. It wasn't like European hostels.
Nobody wanted to have fun with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when we asked the person who ran the hostel where could we go to meet other locals or have a good nightlife on a Friday night? She said, I'm from Quebec, I'm not really sure. But don't go more than 4 blocks away or it'll get banned.
Here's a question. See, when the hostel revealed they were offering you free beers, what was your first instinct?
Yay, free beer.
We have very different brains. And maybe I've just watched the horror film Hostel too much.
That was the other thing that got me is what's on the screen there, which is the Rocky statue. And there's a statue at the top of the stairs where they celebrate a man that doesn't exist. And there's a long queue of people wanting to take a photo of a man that doesn't exist.
Is that your review that you wrote?
Sounds like the Vatican City.
Right behind us, the art museum, which is okay, but there was a longer queue to take a photo of a man that doesn't exist than there is to
Much like a sir.
than there is to see kind of Van Gogh's paintings of flowers.
If Van Gogh did a painting of Rocky, do you think people would queue up more to see that or the statue?
I'm not going to lie, I think more people would line up to stand with the statue.
I don't understand how that would be possible.
Also, the Liberty Bell, that was just pure propaganda. Talking about how it was talking about how all these great figures have come to see the Liberty Bell, and it stands for great prosperity in the future. And they had a picture of Nelson Mandela and JFK with the Liberty Bell, and
They were giving out free
looked at it and
beers.
said, it's just a crack in a bell. It's just a crack in a bell that represented something 300 years ago.
Sounds like history.
So they've not rang it for 300 years properly, apart from when they have, and it's just, I don't care.
The thing about museums is they tend to be like, we like this.
Yeah. The thing about any tourist attraction is like, you might like it. You're like, fucking hell, I don't like it! I don't like any of this!
Right outside where they have the Liberty Bell, there's a bunch of people doing Tai Chi where they said you can join us and learn about it for $25 an hour, I want to say. Either 2 and a 0 or 2 and a 5, it's hard to read.
Well, we're going to go with Rocky statue because you said it earlier.
Want to see actual art? Bypass Rocky and go to the art museum.
This is Mark.
Kirsten K. Friends. Just no. In a city rich with actual history, full of great museums, beautiful parks, and beautiful diversity, avoid the Rocky statue. It was commissioned and paid for by an actor who wanted his fictional character to be remembered. There are so many better ways to spend your time engaging with true history and art of this city.
No signs. Posters of the tour would have been a good idea. I would think that if I had a tour planned, I would want people to know where and when it started and ended at.
Embarrassing. This statue is an embarrassment because it is in public view. And it's not an artwork. You did write all of them. It is even less a work of art than a movie poster from the movies. People like to be photographed with it, and it seems to draw tourists, but so would a bronze statue of E.T. or
Let's do one more because they were all mega short. Why, oh why? Why in the heck are people waiting in line to get a photo next to this ugly sculpture celebrating a not so good movie? I disagree. I love Rocky, so I'm against this. With a less than stellar star. And they're right next to a stupendous museum that houses art 1,000,000 times better than this iron piece of nothing. Did you know Sylvester Stallone wrote Rocky? This is our second half.
Yeah. Can't help but notice you're reading that sign of the Liberty Bell. You know that's all bullshit, right?
What?
fucking Big Bell propaganda.
I've only just got here. I'm a tourist.
Oh yeah, no, read it. It's a laugh. It's a laugh. Right, it's a laugh. See that? Freedom. Freedom. No, go for it.
Yeah. Sorry, does the back of your jacket say "fuck bells"?
You noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you work?
I sort of do tours on the side.
Okay.
I've got my own like real tour of the Liberty Bell. Might kind of blow your mind open if you're ready for that.
Okay. Like it feels like you're going to hit me.
No. It's a
Okay.
non-violent tour.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I think I'm just going to stick with the.
Yeah, read it.
Yeah.
I'll speak to you after.
A lot of people have come to. A lot of people have come to see this bell. George Washington, Benjamin Franklin. Wow.
Bell.
Hey, am I late for the 12 o'clock tour?
No, I was saying check in 15 minutes before. You're right on time. Here you come. We'll just get started.
This is so good. I've been on it 5 times, yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy's a regular.
You live here?
No, I live 5 towns over. I just come over for the tour every couple of weeks.
Okay. So it's bullshit. Why is it bullshit?
That's the whole tour.
We'll get there. Keep reading. See that crack?
Wow.
Foreshadowing. It's AI.
How can it be AI? That's not.
It's in the tour. It's cheap tour as well. Cheap tour. I don't rip the piss.
It's a tour, but it's like a roast battle. He kind of makes fun of everything in the museum.
Right. You're quite near behind me.
This guy's a real sheep.
I always feel like, you know how when Neo wakes up in the Matrix and he's in that egg covered in goo.
Yeah, good, yeah. Next he's going to ask for guns.
Yeah. Lots of guns.
Yeah.
Like for the movie.
I've not seen it.
Not seen it.
Matrix?
Look at the inside of this jacket. What does that say?
It's all just green lines. This means nothing to me. I'm just gonna. I'm
That's
gonna keep.
the woman in the red dress. What?
Dolly over here.
Stop
Okay, tour come together. This is the Notre Dame famous bell. You have perhaps heard from the Hunchback story that Disney have talked about. Hundreds of years old. It has quite a storied history within France's history. And this is where every Prime Minister of France comes when they start their term.
Wow. It's amazing they've had the fire recently, like not that long ago. It's incredible.
There's a lot of restoration work gone into it. We do not like anybody to touch it, but you can take all the photos. I'm happy to take any questions initially before we go more deeply. Yes?
You know everything you just said is fucking
No, there was the fire was very recent. It was in the newspapers.
France doesn't even have a president. That's America.
Two very different things. First of all, I said Prime Minister.
That's Bren.
Number 2, yes, we have President too. Yes, we have both.
Okay, if you want to get on the real tour that started 50 minutes, ask if we're checking 50 minutes early.
This is the two. This is
Yeah. If you're brainwashed.
I'm not very much.
I'm sorry.
Hear that? Said he's not brainwashed.
Okay, well,
To know this place is beautiful.
yeah, the architecture is one of the most stunning in our city. we encourage people to really.
Can I just stop? This guy's got such a charismatic vibe.
Yeah.
You're kind of dull.
You describe this as charismatic?
Yeah, like he's got an authority and an intensity about him.
Yes! No, serious damage!
It's AI. It generates.
It's a bell!
Yeah.
How could it be AI? It's
Shut
a...
up. Shut up. Feel like hear this guy?
I'll video you do it again.
No! It's very fragile!
Make it boomerang. Make it boomerang.
What? No, enough! Sir, you have to leave. It's not AI.
What's this?
A series of green and black stripes.
And this?
A picture of a lady in red.
Maybe you are cool.
I don't know what it references. I'm just saying what I see.
So what's the real story?
No! He doesn't know anything.
He might. You haven't let him speak for once.
Just like the French.
Yeah.
Sir, I've had it up to here.
The French, by the way, who have kings. Boo! Everyone knows that. We're king.
We do not. We have got rid of
There's
our
no-
kings.
there-
We beheaded them famously.
That.
I don't think you can behead someone.
And like William the Conqueror.
How does you think this could come off? I don't think that's coming off, mate.
So, we do have a guillotine if you would like to try.
Are you thinking about a Twix that you ate? I think he's thinking about a Twix, and is that snapped
I'm
into
not
it?
thinking about sweets. So if you don't believe, you can put your head in the guillotine, I'll cut it off.
This
Yes,
thing,
it's-
this is not real. This is not real.
Sir, you will die, and I will enjoy it.
Even if guillotines were real, they wouldn't put like a real one in. Make a boomerang. Make a boomerang. Okay, make a boomerang. Get her in. Get her in.
I am not going. I was just seeing if you. I'm not going to kill you.
Fucking do
Okay,
it.
do it. I'm really sorry, but your husband was found dead out of in the Museum of Notre Dame. He beheaded himself. He actually cajoled members of the public to do it because he thought it was AI. I'm really sorry. We just need to arrange.
Fucking bells. He's been going through a hard time. And you know what? It's all the lamestream media's fault.
Be that as it may, we have to repatriate his body so that
What?
we have to repatriate his
What
body.
does that mean?
It means that we put it in a military aircraft and we ship it back.
Oh, the military. I knew they'd be involved. They're always up to something.
It's a kindness actually that we.
Oh, a what?
A kindness.
Oh, I thought you said a king. I was like, there's no kings in France.
No, there's not.
I thought you were just like making stuff up, which is, I don't know, what the police do.
So we've tried to improve in the last couple of years. And obviously, there's a lot of trust from the public. But
Sorry, partner. He's making lots of good points. I know you're my partner. You're giving this speech,
Yeah.
but he's
Can I
making lots of
just-
good points.
Can I just double check something? You said he'd been beheaded.
Yeah,
I don't think that's possible. This doesn't come off.
That's right. This has never came off.
we talked about this in the car. You can't bring this up right now. Yeah, I'm living some extremely serious news. Okay, I will explain later.
That's fine. I'm just saying you've been under a lot of stress. There's been a lot of busy cases, and maybe you had a Twix in your break.
I was just checking you weren't Noel Edmonds, because like, this is crazy.
That's what I thought too. That's what I thought too. I didn't say that to you. I thought you were Noel Edmonds.
Yeah.
No, my brother Noel has a successful TV career.
Family resemblance.
I'm calling bullshit on this whole thing.
Is this Noel Edmonds' house party rebooted?
Where's my
the
husband?
cameras?
E.T. come to your planet. Please erect a statue for me. Your film, it was really like my life.
You saw the film that we made of you? You're real?
We are real.
I'm E.T.'s legal representative.
Oh, yeah, you look just like E.T., but you've got a shirt and tie.
It's legal to not wear clothes.
Wow. You
Where we
have
come
laws
from-
on there too, yeah.
What do you mean? That sounds like discrimination.
Get it.
No,
Get it.
What?
you will never get the
What did I
statue.
No, you're right.
What's discrimination? Me?
We are magnanimous and we overlook it. Now please build bronze statue.
This is great, yeah, I'm sure would love to build a statue of you. What? Why have you brought your lawyer though? I'm just a bit...
I need to iron out all of the legal confusion. I need to make sure it's built and stands for 100 years.
Okay.
Which is the average lifespan of my people.
Really? Oh, that's sort of close to ours, but you know, I'm sure we can make a statue that lasts like longer than 100 years.
No, it has to be exactly 100 years.
Okay.
This is why I've brought my lawyer. There's no room for the debate in this.
Okay, I'm sure, I mean, I'm not just a little boy from school. I'm sure whoever's building the statue
No,
can
I
make
need
it...
to. I had watched your film so many times. I thought this is the best way to go about this.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Elliot. We've heard so much about you.
I mean, I can ask my mom and dad if they...
So you want that 100-year bronze? Little boy like you seems like he's out of his depth.
I am. I don't know why they sent me to order the statue, but they had a very watertight... I'm sorry.
You
I'm
can't
nervous.
even get through a simple sentence.
Yeah, 12. They had a watertight legal document that said it can't go 1 day over, 1 day less than 100 years.
Sit down, kid.
Whoa, even the chairs are statues.
I've been in this business a long time. Do you know how many of those little weird melted candle fucking looking things come down and ask for a 100-year statue? It's 3 a day in the area. Kids like you come to me, want a 100-year statue. They're draining humanity. They're draining us of our resources for these little statues. They're pricks.
I don't understand. They're running a scam?
Yeah.
Earth? They're coming down and getting free statues?
Exactly. And then they take the statue, put it on their little ship, go out to Alpha 17, melt down the statue, make a big door.
I come to your planet, pool boy John. Make love to me. I have 5 orifices. They're all oozing right now.
Clothes are optional at this resort, but
No, it's not. It's legal to not wear clothes where I'm from.
Oh, Buffet Stampede! The Buffet Stampede!
just hiding you under a tarp.
Ooh, I'm into it, John.
I took a photo but I had sunscreen on my thing so they didn't believe me, so can I just take a photo for evidence?
Oh no, the creature.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
want them to believe me.
I have a name.
oh sorry, Mr. T.
That's a big catch, sir. What have we got? We really don't have time to plug. We don't have a show here next week because the old hairdressers want to put a band in here. But once they're
Stinky.
I know. You can turn up and do improv there if you want. But if you want your improv fix, there's going to be one starting in this room at 8:30, so in 15 minutes. So you need everybody out of the room. On the way out, Marty Boy will be at that door taking your donations. So this is a pay what you want show. We appreciate any amount of money. If you can't pay anything, we can live with that. But if you can pay £100,000, that would be wonderful. Somewhere in the middle between those two numbers would be preferable. Thank you very much. Good night.